This is a special presentation from 24-Hour News 8, live from downtown Grand Rapids. This is the Art Prize Shortlist.
We are live at the Art Prize Hub, helping you make your way through the largest art prize competition in the world. Good evening, I'm Brett Thomas.
I'm Emily Leonard. You're used to seeing us on 24-Hour News 8 Daybreak, but tonight we are showing you the shortlist. We're showing you what you and your neighbors think is the best of the best when it comes to art. You'll hear from the 5 art critics responsible for picking the winners of 5 juried awards. They'll give you a top 5 for each of their awards.
Tonight is all about helping you see the best of the art world through 2 different perspectives. From the beginning, Art Prize was a lightning rod for praise and criticism, an idea never really tried. Invite the world to show its art, let everybody get a voice, and then give the winner a monstrous prize.
In first place, Rand Ortner with Open Water 24.
It was a simple idea on a giant scale. What could possibly be wrong with popularizing art? Well, apparently plenty. Some critics derided it, some artists feared it. It can be awfully disconcerting to have Joe Michigan control your fate. After all, how would the public possibly, collectively, they asked, know art?
I'm fearful that it is going to make Grand Rapids as a quote-unquote center for the arts a joke.
Well, after that first year and Rand Ortner was triumphant with Open Water, Art Prize took a hard look at itself and added what they call juried awards, a fancy term for letting the so-called experts have their say. But that never really seemed to satisfy. The awards were too small, the reward overshadowed by the public vote. And so this year, the 4th year of Art Prize, the playing field was leveled a bit. The prize money bumped up, perhaps the prestige of the event pumped as well, and the debate, what is art, has reached a new height. Because for the first time, in addition to the top 25, at the same time, you'll get to see what the critics have picked out, the top 20 of what they, with their degrees and experience, think is art. Does it all match up? Do we all see brilliance the same way? Maybe. But perhaps by luck or circumstance or design, this festival, this collection and mixture of things and people and ideas called Art Prize, has managed once again to provoke thought, to encourage a thing called dialogue, to celebrate opinion. And that is the real prize, is our prize, after all. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, so let's take a look at what we're going to cover this evening. We'll reveal the top 25 from your vote, the popular vote. It's been hidden throughout the competition until right now. This list will continue to update live on the Art Prize website between now and Sunday when the top 10 is announced. We'll also give you the top 5 for each of the juried awards. The winner in each category will win $20,000. The categories are 2D, 3D, time performance, urban space, and outstanding venue.
But first, we want to unveil some of the top 25 popular vote. We're showing you the artworks that are in the top 25 as of 6 o'clock tonight. So this list will continue to change until the first round of voting ends on that Saturday night. So here we go. Are you ready? A Second Chance at Life by Gary and Travis Fields at the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Museum. A life-size sculpture of a Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton made up of 75% recycled materials with a papier-mâché clay overlay mounted on a fabricated steel frame and simulated sandstone base. Gary is from Ionia. His son Travis lives in California. Bam Wow Pow by Nathan Craven at the Graham, a ceramic wall 11 feet by 7 feet. Nathan Craven is from New Mexico. City's Departure and Deviation by Norwood Viviano at the Graham. 24 blown glass forms based on 3-dimensional rotations of statistical data for major urban centers in the United States. Each individual piece explores the specific history of its namesake city, tracking shifts in population growth. Norwood Viviano is from Plainwell. City Band by Chris Laporte at the Graham. It's a pencil drawing of Laporte's grandfather's band at Bay City High School in 1925. Laporte is the 2010 winner of Art Prize for his pencil sketch, Cavalry. Chris Laporte lives in Grand Rapids. Disposable Game by Terry Brennan, Amway Grand Plaza Hotel, along the Grand River outside the Amway Grand. It's made of discarded items. Terry Brennan is from South Carolina. Elephants, Adana Carr at the Graham. This is the 4th artwork in the top 25 that is at the Graham. The pencil drawing of life-sized elephants. Drawing extends from the paper right onto the walls. Adana Carr is from California. Don't like what you see so far in the top 25? You have the power to change it. As you all know, round 1 voting is open until Saturday night at midnight. The top 25 will continue to change based on your votes until then. We will show you more of the top 25 coming up in a little bit. Brett?
Well, we've gotten to see a few of the pieces of art that you all have picked, but let's see now what the critics think is art. Let's start with the first award. It's a category called two-dimensional work. This is art that's created on a flat surface, like drawings and paintings and prints and even photographs. The winner announced during the Art Prize finale will take home $20,000. The critic picking this winner is Tyler Green. He's a columnist at the New York-based magazine Modern Painters. Now, last year, you might want to remember here, Mimi Cato won this award for her piece, One Ordinary Day of an Ordinary Town. And here to announce his top 5 for this award is Tyler Green. So come on over here. He's with Modern Painters publication, and also does a lot of blog work and is in the internet sphere, so to speak, very well known in the art world. So Tyler, we're talking about 2D art here. Let's start with your first choice in this category, though. It's called Disabilities and Sexualities by Robert Holmes. It's at the Fountain Street Church. It features nude photographs that showcase various types of physical disabilities and each individual's sexual life. It's somewhat provocative, but it's also very eye-opening, isn't it?
It's a really smart piece. It's really thoughtfully done. It represents the disabled as having a sexual identity in a way that expands our idea of humanity. Art for centuries, whether it's through religious art or through the 19th and 20th century, has often focused on giving us a fuller idea of who our fellow man is, and this is a piece that does that in a really moving way.
Yeah, it certainly does. If somebody watched or took a look at this one, though, they might be a little provoked in some sense, and that's kind of the idea of, isn't it?
I think one of the strengths of the piece is that it's really not very provocative. Okay. It's almost tender in its approach to encouraging us to think about people more fully.
Very good, very good. Another piece that you picked here, East View 1 by Connor Foy. It's at Pub 43 on South Division. It's an oil painting. And before we get into that, let me point out real quick here, Tyler, that none of these are in any particular order, other than alphabetical, really. So tell me a little bit about that one.
Well, I'm a sucker for small paintings. The two hardest things for a painter to do are to work really big and to work really small. And this is a really smart little painting that features a white background, and there's some color in the middle, and part of the fun of the painting is working through what is going on there. Is that a person? And then once you kind of figure out that yes, you think it is that person lying down? Is that person asleep? Or is that person no longer with us?
Right.
And it's a piece that just, in the tension created by that uncertainty, has an enormous amount of kind of verve.
Yeah, and I mean, it also speaks something to the Mideast, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a piece that really good art often is very hard to pigeonhole as being one thing or as being addressing one issue, and it kind of addresses the question of being in a fascinating way.
The next piece we're going to look at here is Fathers by Gudmundur THORODDSEN. It's at Site Lab, the old public museum. It's a collection of works that revolve around the age-old patriarchal system, or patriarchal system, I should say.
It's a good example of a broad swath of contemporary practice, wherein artists are making both work that is two-dimensional and three-dimensional. This is a piece that includes small, mostly small, not much bigger than say a cubit, sculptures, and then drawings, works on paper of those sculptures that the artist has himself made, and they refer to the long history of artists being interested in natural history. And they create this really interesting loop where the work clearly refers to the tradition of the National History Museum, and of course we've all visited, but also to the way the artist creates a little world of his own that seems both ancient and current.
Habitat by ALOIS KRONSCHLAEGER. It's at Site Lab.
Yeah, this is a piece that has both 2D and 3D elements. Maybe a good place to start on this one is with the fabulous Ellsworth Kelly you have here at the Graham in the lobby, blue-white. And it is a piece that, that piece, the Kelly, at first glance would appear to be very much two-dimensional. But it's also, 8 inches off, 6 to 8 inches off of the wall, which is kind of the brilliance of the piece, or much of the brilliance of the piece, and it floats in a wonderful way. And the KRONSCHLAEGER has multiple elements too. It's at Site Lab, a large room, again, the Natural History Museum reference, and there are probably a dozen, maybe a few more vitrines in the space, and some of them are very three-dimensional. You have, I believe, a cougar on a carpet. And then the pieces that I've shortlisted are in a couple of vitrines at one end of the room, and the artist has taken black canvas stretched over stretchers, traditional painting material, traditional painting format, and then he's kind of punched through it in a way that gives the work a depth that references both how painting has advanced during the course of the 20th century, from flat to where Jackson Pollock would animate it by dripping and movement, to where Frank Stella would then break up that rectangle and extend it into space, and it kind of references that tradition, while also referencing the Natural History Museum and maybe another way life might have gone.
The last piece that you have identified here is Identity Process, Kings, Queens. It's by Laura Robertson. You can find this one at Fountain Street Church. This one also very much illustrating the human condition in a lot of ways, like the first piece that we looked at that was talking about sexuality. In this case, it's talking about it as well. Yeah,
it's maybe more identity than sexuality, but it's a clear, it's a series of photographs. It's a clear, sensitive narrative about gender identity and how we all play a role in presenting our genders and what our identity is. And in this example, the model is going through the process of choosing to present as a male, and it's all within the context and tradition of kind of a very Big C Catholic form of presentation. So by the end of the piece, there's a photograph where the model is quite butched up, looking quite male, and there's the reference to kind of the traditional patriarchy of the Catholic Church with the lamb in her lap, or his lap, as we get to by the end of the piece. And it's a really thoughtful, sensitive look at kind of how we choose to present ourselves.
Very interesting process involved there. All right, thank you so much, Tyler Green. We appreciate you coming out here to discuss this and reveal your top 5. Good luck with all this, and thank you for coming to Grand Rapids.
Thank you very much.
Emily?
Thank you, guys. We're just getting started tonight on the short list. Up next, a very popular category, 3D art. Lisa Fryman from the Indianapolis Museum of Art will give her top 5 for this award, and we'll show you more of the popular vote, Top 25. Stay with us.